here we are for this month's comic book column, and we're going to break everything down that's happening in the Marvel Universe. This is a special month for everybody as Marvel has officially announced that aliens will be part of the Marvel Universe. And as a way to celebrate, Marvel has launched alien exclusive covers for many of its huge franchises. Nothing's better than seeing Venom match tongues with an alien or Spider-Man fighting them. These covers have nothing to do with the actual stories inside of them. They're just a way to have some fun with the universe and show that everybody's welcome into the aliens. The first issue should be out in March sometimes, but this is a big deal for them because they used to be on the Dark Horse label for a long time, but now they're making their way to Marvel, and this is going to be a fun one for everybody. The first series that we're going to look at this week is King in Black #1. And I know what everybody's going to say, that we're already 3 issues deep, but the reason I wanted to do it this way is I don't want people complaining about spoilers or anything like that. Let's just talk about the series and everything that's going for it. So issue 1 is really about, in my opinion, Venom becoming the main star of everything. He's the one now telling the Avengers and everything what to do, but his main concern is his son, Dylan Brock. And I don't want to give too much away, but that's always been the Venom story with Donny Cates, his Venom and his son. Plan after plan falls as Null just completely takes over the world and blacks out the sun with the symbiotic goo over the entire Earth. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it is fun. He also makes one last-ditch effort and fights Venom in the end. Most comic book heroes, most comic books in general, you usually feel in the back of your mind that it's something that everybody's going to escape, the heroes are going to overcome. This one's a little bit different because it is not something I feel like is ever going to, the Marvel Universe isn't going to be the same after this one. So moving on, we have for our next one, Gwenom versus Carnage #1. It's absolutely as good as it sounds. Gwenom, or Ghost Spider, has been taken over by the Venom symbiote, and then Carnage is going to make an appearance. And what makes this one special is bringing back Carnage after the Absolute Carnage run, and the surprise at the end is worth the read. We're only 3 issues into this series, so there's still plenty more to go, but the surprise at the end and who becomes Carnage is definitely something worth checking out. The next one we have is Planet of the Symbiotes, King in Black #1. If you're sensing a theme, it's all King in Black. This series really made me happy because Clay Chapman made a return with this Scream symbiote, which was important to me because I really like this series and I always felt like Marvel cut it short. He brings back the Life Foundation symbiotes, and they have an interaction with Scream, and then it sets up for a bigger return of Scream as Andy Benton. I'm really excited about this. This is one of my favorite writers on Marvel. I think he takes an approach that's not like a lot of other people that are doing comic books right now. The Planet of the Symbiotes is actually a preview issue, so there is another one that previews Ravencroft. Not super into that one. The Scream one that comes out later in March is going to be a good one, and I really think people should keep their eyes on it because, like I said, Chapman has just been outstanding as a Marvel writer. The last one we're going to talk about, definitely not least, is Rorschach #1. And just like King in Black, I'm backtracking here about 4 months to go back and talk about this. It's a mystery, and it's unraveling very, very slowly, so I don't want to give a lot away. But my big takeaway from this one is it incorporates the original Watchmen graphic novel and the show that just happened in, I think, at the end of November or October last year. But this is really exciting, good news, and the comic book is off to a really good start. My recommended reading for the next few months is just pay attention to this King in Black series, Chapman Scream series, and then anything to do with Alien and Predator coming out from Marvel over the next few months is going to be really exciting stuff. So enjoy and pay attention to what's going on.
Thank you, dear.
There you go.
Oh, check out these red potatoes. They are awesome.
Telling jokes. Come on, tell me a joke. Tell me one about your dog.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
My greatest breakthrough is being a husband again. That's
Oh, yeah.
why I chose UPMC.